run it up.
Hey guys, what's up? So this is the MTG Marjorie Taylor Greene interview with 60 Minutes. It's actually a good interview and it's spicy. Well, I mean, it's not the whole interview, but it's a good amount. So my little bubble will pop up and back and forth if I have anything to say, because I don't want to bore you with my head floating up there. Enjoy.
It was completely unforeseen, a shocker. Marjorie Taylor Greene resigning. The warrior congresswoman so dogged and fierce, leaving the field of battle, her alliance with President Trump shattered. Her video resignation statement last month, that she'll be leaving Congress a year before her term expires, came after President Trump said he would throw his support to someone else for her seat. She became famous, some would say infamous, with her incendiary insults and belief in conspiracy theories, such as 9/11 was an inside job, and that the shooting at the Parkland School in Florida was staged.
Okay, so as far as 9/11 goes, guys, I do kind of think that was an inside job. I mean, you know, the whole building number 7, the way they free fall instead of toppled. I think everybody thinks that now. So she's saying it like it was an insult, but it's not. I think a lot of people think that too. But anyways, that's all I have to say about that.
No more ardent defender. But things soured over Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender accused of trafficking girls as young as 14. Does Greene's defection signal a split in MAGA? Is she leaving politics for good? And exactly why is she leaving?
It wasn't a decision that I came to lightly, but it was a very important decision for myself and also for my family.
It was sudden.
It was sudden, but a lot of things changed.
All right, so listen, really quick. I think if you're gonna sell out, then you're better off just quitting. So I don't know if I like the fact that she's retiring because Trump was wrong. She shouldn't be the one to quit, but I'd rather have like all the people that we thought were legit, like Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, especially Tulsi Gabbard and Pete Hegseth, like, instead of like quitting, they should have quit. My point is before being forced to do something to lie for Trump, because Trump, he's not a good dude. And the way he treated his people, trying to primary everyone that doesn't worship him. I'd rather have seen someone quit than go along with the pedophile Epstein story. And that's why I can't stand Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. He's disgusting. I hope he never has a podcast again because it'd be so hard to believe this guy anymore. But yeah, they were better off quitting than actually going along with the lie for Trump. Because Trump's not here for you or me. He's here for himself or billionaires or whoever, who knows why. I don't know why 80-year-old man was come towards the end of his, like, you know, his life cycle because he's very old. I don't know why he would. Why would he turn on all these people? Like, he could have left the country beautiful and he would have been a legend. But I guess even 80-year-olds have temptations. I don't know why. If I was 80, I'd just be sitting home, like, probably sad or some shit. All right. That's it.
I stood for women who were raped when they were 14 years old, and the president that I fought for 5 years called me a traitor for that. And so that changed the landscape of things.
So I'm going to ask you straight out. Mm-hmm. Did you surrender? Did Donald Trump run you out of town?
No, not at all. Actually, Leslie, it's more like this is I said in my statement, I will be no one's battered wife, and I meant it. And I won't allow the system to abuse me anymore.
You really feel abused. You know, he did come after you pretty hard. He called you a lunatic, I'm quoting. He said all she does is complain in caps, and then he called you a traitor. So he hit you, whacked you.
Yes, he did this in the same time span where President Trump brought in the Al-Qaeda leader that was wanted by the U.S. government, who is now the president of Syria. Then within a week, he brought in the Crown Prince, MBS, who murdered an American journalist. And then he brought in the newly elected Democrat Socialist mayor of New York. That was the time span that he called me a traitor.
You decided not to stay and fight. You decided to give in.
After President Trump called me a traitor, I got a pipe bomb threat on my house, and then I got several direct death threats on my son.
On your son?
On my son.
You say the president put your life in danger. You blame him. You say he fueled a hotbed of threats against me, and that you blame him for the threats against your son.
The subject line for the direct death threats on my son was his words, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Those are death threats directly fueled by President Trump. I told him, I told J.D. Vance, I told them all, sent those directly to them.
Response?
J.D. Vance replied back to me, we'll look into it. I got response back from President Trump that I will keep private, but it wasn't very nice.
Give us a hint of what the president said.
It was extremely unkind.
Her life is in danger? Who's that?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she says.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
4 more years.
This new intense vitriol between them is jarring, considering she's been one of the president's most passionate and loyal foot soldiers, often in a red MAGA hat. She voted with him 98% of the time.
We're going to re-elect our favorite president, the greatest president in United States history, Donald J. Trump. Right, Georgia?
One of the president's biggest beefs with Greene was about her harping on Jeffrey Epstein.
We did talk about the Epstein files, and he was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition to release the files. I fully believe that those women deserve everything they're asking. They're asking for all of it to come out. They deserve it. And he was furious with me.
What did he say?
He said that it was going to hurt people. I had asked him, these women are the ones that were hurt. They were raped at 14. They were raped at 16. I watched them stand in front of the press trembling, their bodies shaking as they were telling their stories, many of them for the first time. And I had told him, I said, you have all kinds of people come in the White House. Have these women come in the White House. These women deserve to be heard.
He said to you, people will get hurt.
People will get hurt. I don't know what that means. I don't know who they are.
There were other clashes with the president. She started publicly criticizing him in May on one issue after the next, accusing him of betraying his MAGA America First promises. You went after his, I think you said, trying to entangle us in foreign wars. You said Air Force One should be parked, no more foreign trips.
For an America First president, the number one focus should have been domestic policy, and it wasn't. And so, of course, I was critical because those were my campaign promises. Once we fix everything here, then fine, we'll talk to the rest of the world.
She said in her resignation video that the president has gone establishment, forsaking the base and her.
If I am cast aside by the president and the MAGA political machine and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military-industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the elite donor class.
Are you saying that the president now is siding with those establishment powerful people and against MAGA?
He passed a crypto bill that helped out all the crypto donors. He has served Israel's interest, even attacking Iran. He has served Big Pharma. He didn't take away the COVID vaccines that we want to see taken away. So those are the areas that are still getting everything they want, while the people, we're still out here saying we want to see action on areas for the American people, not for the major industries and the big donors.
Greene has built her reputation on feisty combat and inflammatory insults. like calling President Joe Biden a liar during the 2023 State of the Union. It's been 5 years of almost constant drama.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
With her adding fuel to the nation's loss of civility. Then, 3 weeks ago, she went on CNN with a surprise, a mea culpa.
And I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics.
But it became clear to us that she hasn't entirely lost her appetite for combat.
It's the most toxic political culture, and it's not helping the American
But you
people.
contributed to that. You were out there pounding, insulting people.
Leslie, you've contributed to it as well with your
Me?
own program. Yes, you're accusatory, just like you did just then.
I know you're accusing me, but I'm smiling.
You're accusing me.
I am accusing you.
But we don't have to accuse one another.
I want you to respond to what you have done in terms of insulting people, yelling at people, and then saying,
I'd like for you to respond for that.
I don't-
No, you can respond
I
to that.
don't insult
you
people.
You do, in the way you question, and you're accusing me right now.
one thing she did want to talk about.
How about this? We can all agree we all talk shit, right? I mean, come on. I mean, who doesn't talk shit? I'm sure even Jesus probably talks shit. Maybe not Jesus, but Muhammad. I don't know. Somebody. Everybody. Okay.
Congress's failure to pass spending bills, meaning that she has found it hard to get funds for projects in her district.
It's an utter failure, not just to the people in my district, but every district across the country.
We met Greene, 51, in her district in Georgia. Before Congress, she ran her family's construction company, then opened up her own CrossFit.
You know, it's kind of weird because Trump was always the guy that everyone said, oh, he don't need to do this. He's rich. Why would he risk going to prison? And losing his fortune. He didn't have to do this. Trump did this because he wanted to help the country, right? And I think the whole time we were just talking about her, Marjorie Taylor Greene. We weren't talking about Trump. We thought it was Trump, but I guess not. I mean, obviously Trump's a swing and a miss big time. And had I known what I know now, I never would have voted for him 3 times. I would have rather, I don't know, played in dog shit. But anyway, so she was that person. Trump wasn't. And you know what? If she can convince people on the other side that she's more, not so much fight with the other side, because they're all Americans, I guess, right? She could be president if she kept this attitude of not, caving into Trump, and he's so persuasive when it comes to Republicans. She can do that. She can be a good president one day. Not AOC. What is she going to do? Oppose? I mean, come on. That's stupid.
Jim.
Affordability is a real issue.
President says it's not. Says it's a hoax, affordability.
It's one of the top issues.
Well, it is a hoax according to Trump because he's not poor. But I honestly, God, don't think Trump cares about the American people. I used to think maybe he did. But maybe the whole time he was just using us as a way to get in the door, to get the power to help his powerful buddies or Israel. Who knows what? But I'll sleep better knowing that Trump will not be worshipped anymore. And lastly, I don't think Trump realizes how many people that used to like him, love him, don't really like him anymore. I don't think he understands that anymore. Because he's delusional. He's starting to act weird. Talking about post-matching marble floors at the ballroom. I mean, he's making a fool of himself. But anyways, I'll stop talking.
Not only in my district, it's across the country.
The affordability of health insurance caused Greene to side with the Democrats during the government shutdown to support extending health care subsidies. Did you ever imagine that you would be standing with the Democrats on the Epstein files and on health care subsidies?
No, I never imagined that.
She's not afraid to be an outlier. She's the only Republican member of Congress to call the war in Gaza a genocide. And why did you vote against the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act?
Since I've been a member of Congress, we've had several resolutions that constantly denounce.
Let me fill you in about this whole, Anti-Semitism Act. It's enough of this bullshit. But here's the thing. You know what? If they want us to do 350 million people change their way of life and everything for 9 million people in Israel. How about we do this? Have them take away their Arab hysteria hotlines, where they have hotlines for people to report Jewish girls dating a goy or gonna date a goy, which is a derogatory term for both male, and in this case, referring to Arab men. That'd be equivalent to us having like hotlines to stop white women from, if we know a white woman that's going to date a black guy or is dating a black guy, and they have hotlines, billboards. That's what they have there. And then they want us to go and change our way of life and do all these anti-Semitism bills, and they do shit like this. That's ridiculous. Why would anyone fall for that idiocy?
Anti-Semitism. I've already voted denouncing anti-Semitism many times before. It becomes an exercise that they force on Congress, and I simply got tired of it.
Is there no value in having the United States Congress reaffirm the fact that they denounce anti-Semitism in the face?
Look, we don't need to denounce anything, because it's like me saying someone I like right now, I'm friends with right now, well, I'm going to do a bill that says he's going to be my best friend forever and ever, like we're 5-year-olds or some shit. You can't make bills like this because you don't know how you feel later about somebody. How many people have had a best friend that you thought you'd be best friends with forever, only to not like them in the end, or you don't even talk to them anymore, and it's been years? That's like, this is a childish bullshit behavior. Again, you like Israel, but that's not enough, like that's Republicans. Let's do pinky swear that you won't talk bad about Israel or think bad about them, no matter what they do. It's like, shut up, you freaking losers. Enough of this. We're not babies, we're adults. We can't sign stuff like this because we don't know how we're going to feel. That's like cementing our emotions or our feelings about a certain something and making sure that we feel that way for the rest of our lives, because that's what that bill was. You can't say anything about, you can't say Christ is king. You can't boycott, any, like say Israeli companies, anything like that, or you lose funding from your state and stuff like this. Is ridiculous. It's almost like they're just trying to, look how above and beyond Trump's going for another country, and he's trying to take away people's, making them pay double the premiums from health insurance. He's trying to get rid of SNAP. It's like, you scumbag. What are you doing? For war? You're okay with it. But you want to take away people's, I don't care what they're going to say about, oh, people need food. They don't get a job. Enough. A lot of these people on food stamps, they have jobs. They're just, the market sucks. The job market's no good. It's not paying enough. So enough. I don't care. I'd rather get welfare for pets if they don't have a job than send money to Israel or other countries with our tax dollars, right? I mean, why would we care? I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's just one of those like things that they're going to get you hooked on. Or it's like a timeshare. Once you get into that anti-Semitism boat, you'll never get out. And if you do get out, it's going to be because someone sunk the boat, not because they gave you an option. It's like they say in the mafia, oh, the only way out is in a box. Come on. This is bullshit. Anyways, I'll stop.
Of a growing issue, a growing problem.
We don't have to get on our knees and say it over and over again when we
get on our knees.
Yes, we do not have to get on our knees.
Well, most members of Congress disagree with you.
Well, most members of Congress take donations from AIPAC, and I don't.
Boom.
AIPAC is an American pro-Israel lobbying group. Greene's perspective indicates a growing rift within MAGA over support for Israel. Are you MAGA?
I am America First.
And that's not the same as MAGA.
MAGA is President Trump's phrase. That's his political policies. I call myself America First.
By the way, it wasn't Trump's thing. I think, was it JFK? I think he was the one who came up with, I think it was him. One of them, yeah, said that make America great again. It wasn't Trump. Anyways, it's a word. It's like saying, oh, I start the hate, gang, and everyone's like, oh, you came up with the word hate. That's you. No, fool. It's just a term. Anyways, it's Trump's just like, it's his way of making us think that we're doing good by choosing him. And then he's not doing anything for us. And everybody, I'm shocked though. Everybody in media that we used to think was honest, I used to make fun of the left, mainstream media, now right media, just as bad as they said the left was. And all the people that used to be conservatives showing their ass now.
But you're not saying you're MAGA.
I'm America First. Yeah. God bless you, President Trump. Thank
Almost overnight, she's gone from a close Trump friend to foe. One of the few Republicans willing to take him on. I'm going to ask you about this almost solid support he has among Republicans in Congress.
No, he doesn't.
Is there in that support fear? Does the support come about because they're afraid that they'll get death threats?
I think they're terrified to step out of line and get a nasty Truth Social post on them. Yes.
And they're watching what happened to you?
Yes.
Behind the scenes, do they talk differently?
Yes.
How?
Oh, it would shock people.
Well, let's shock people.
Okay. I watched many of my colleagues go from making fun of him, making fun of how he talks, making fun of me constantly for supporting him, to when he won the primary in 2024, they all started, excuse my language, Leslie, kissing his ass and decided to put on a MAGA hat for the first time. And let's break it down real simple.
This past week, when we saw Greene at a public hearing in her district without a MAGA hat, it didn't appear that her break from President Trump and MAGA has cost her popularity.
Are you kidding me? She's more popular than ever. Now she's got more independents and more people on the left that like her. Hating Trump is probably the best career move she could have made. But too bad she's quitting.
I want to know, is this a true conversion, a true change of heart, or is it kind of a shrewd political calculation? A lot of people think you're doing it and that you, in a year or so, are going to run for some other office.
I have zero plans, zero desire to run for president. I would hate the Senate. I'm not running for governor. But Leslie, it doesn't matter how many times I say it. I'll have face-to-face conversations with people, and I'll flat out tell them to their face, and they won't believe me. And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. And they wink at me, and I'm like, okay. It's just like I don't know how to make it more clear.
You mean you just jumped off the cliff, and you don't know where you're going to swim to?
Surprise, surprise. I'm not your politician with a whole itinerary of plans or political ambitions.
Anyways, guys, that's all I'm going to show. Obviously there's more, but you get the gist. If you guys like her, send her some love. I don't know how, but I hope she does have some secret plan to run for president or something. But then again, who knows? What if she turned? But because we thought Trump was that guy. Someone's got to be the guy, right? I don't know. Like, if Trump was going to be a fraud this whole time, he should have just been the fraud off the get-go. But he got everyone involved and everyone from all walks of life thinking, that's it, we're coming together, we finally did it. Oh, yeah, we're going to change everything. And then he's just shat on everybody. And now people are just done with politics. People I know I really care about, they don't even care anymore. It's like, you can never forgive Trump for this. I just hope it comes back to bite him in the ass. Because, it's funny, in the end, if he would have been a good guy and done what he said and stuck for the people, he would have been a legend forever, like Abe Lincoln. But he decided to be scratched behind the ears like a dog by the billionaires, globalist elites. And the funny thing is, they're never going to say anything good about him, even though he did everything they wanted. So he has nothing now. So I guess I'm cool with that. And, as long as we get something going with someone better. Take care, guys.